Excited to talk today about public-private partnerships, and really my focus is going to be on the neighborhood stewardship focus side of it. The project that we have here at the Woods is around our Community Liaison Council, and this was started probably about 10 years ago when we worked on an expansion construction project. As we monitor our things like trip counts of cars coming on campus, our enrollment cap increases, and things like that, the relationship began that one. The key challenges, I would say, started right at the very beginning when we went for our enrollment increase and project planning piece, and our neighbors showed up in yellow T-shirts protesting our school and desire to do this. I wasn't here at the time, but it certainly makes for good stories. And people were wondering at the time who these people were showing up supporting the Woods. Well, it turns out they weren't supporting the Woods; they were opposing us. And I think a lot of it had to do with miscommunication, misinformation, and really not reaching out to the community. So it was a very big challenge from the beginning. There was a lot of mistrust, but the initial implementation was hard, and there was a lot of us versus them mentality going into it. It has evolved, and I laugh as I interviewed for the job here 2 years ago. One of the things I heard were our neighbors are out there in bathrobes counting cars every morning, and I had not seen one person in a bathrobe counting cars in the morning, and we laugh about it now. To the point where we actually laugh about it with our neighbors. We've really developed a really good relationship, and that's one of the key rewards. We meet 4 times a year, and actually we've agreed to now shrink our meetings to 2, maybe 3 meetings a year. So this need to meet regularly and that was proposed by the neighbors, so in our neighborhood association. So that was a nice piece, and I think that we're building trust back. I think the other reward right now is we're really looking at traffic issues and community issues together, and how can we approach the county. I will say one of the key pieces is we have somebody on staff, Jane Pontius, who is our transportation coordinator. She also teaches in the lower school and works in guidance, and it's kind of a multi-hat role, but Jane really coordinates all the efforts with our neighbors. But we've also added a public-private partnership committee of the board to help oversee these efforts for all the right reasons. We want to make sure that we are that indispensable organization in the county. What advice I'd offer to others considering a similar endeavor. One would be establishing a mechanism or a means for dialogue. The meetings that we've had have been positive, and it lets us all kind of discuss where we're going and what we're thinking and what are potential issues. So it really isn't an us versus them mentality, and I think that the more that we look at it, the opposite. It's an us with them is better, and it's also a bend but don't break piece. We doing some things for them, like some tree maintenance that was on our property but was really on theirs, or little things that we can help with, that we help with, goes a long way. And the last thing would be is talk with other schools and places. I've had the good fortune of getting to know some of the area schools and some of the agreements that they've developed, and had a great meeting with an assistant pretty high up in the county who gave us some great advice as we went into strategic planning. And he said, you want to be seen as an indispensable organization in the county. You can't do it. His point was you can't do it without good neighborhood relations. So that was some great advice. And as a Catholic school with a mission to do more for others in many ways, we're looking at ways in which we can use the way we can apply our mission to really promote a faith in action piece of it. But you don't need to be a faith-based organization to do that. We all, as independent schools, have initiatives around serving the greater good and different opportunities, and doing that in the community is a great means to really support that neighborhood stewardship and strengthen your point, but also really live out your mission.